Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy BDB, and today I have a video I want to talk about. So last night was the NBA draft, and there's a lot of noticeable guys, a lot of noticeable names that were entering the draft, and there's some guys that we know that got picked up in the NBA draft. So obviously, the first 10 picks was Cooper Flagg going number one to the Dallas Mavericks, which I say is a great pick. Now, I want to know how everything is going to work out over there in Dallas. Mainly me, I say they should start Cooper Flagg off the bench because they don't have a guard, and Cooper Flagg is more of a forward or a big. And he's not going to start over Anthony Davis. He's definitely not going to start over Daniel Gafford or PJ Washington. I mean, if they want to put him at point guard, he could learn the point guard position. That'll be a tall lineup, but mainly I feel like he should come off the bench because there's a lot of guys ahead of him who you just really can't start him over. So the second pick in the draft, which I also really do like this pick, is Dylan Harper going to the San Antonio Spurs. So he's going to be over there with De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell. He's going to be over there with Stephon Castle. He's also going to be with Wemby, Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes, Chris Paul, a lot of those guys. And I really, like I said, I really do like this pick that the San Antonio Spurs got. I really love this pick for them. Now, for the 76ers, this is where a lot of people have caught controversy because there's a particular player that did not want to go to Philadelphia. He didn't do any NBA workouts, and we were seeing if he was going to get picked by Philadelphia. Now, the player that got picked was the young man out of Baylor, and it was VJ Edgecombe. Now, VJ Edgecombe, he was a freshman at Baylor. He was a really good player. I saw him when he was hooping over there at Baylor, and I was like, man, this kid can ball. And I really do like this kid. I really do like him. Great guard. He can create his own shot, get to the basket, get to the rim. He can shoot it very well at a high clip. But I just want to see how that's going to work over there with him, Tyrese Maxey, also Jared McCain, with those three guards over there at Philly, and I really want to see how that's going to work over there in Philly. Now, I really hope that he can stay healthy, though. That's my main question because a lot of guys who's went to Philly who were like top 3 draft picks, they have been flukes. Not flukes, but they have not really lasted in the NBA as much as we thought they were going to be. If, for example, if it's going to be injuries or if their career just fades out. Like, for example, Joel Embiid, his career is just off of injuries, so we don't like him for that reason. Ben Simmons, his career just faded out. Markelle Fultz, injuries. Nerlens Noel, his career just faded out and also because of injuries. Jahlil Okafor, his career just faded out and also injuries. Michael Carter Williams, his career just faded out. Like, there's a lot of guys who came through Philly as a young guy whose career just faded out or their career was just done because of injuries. Now, people are going to say Joel Embiid is the most successful, but the problem is, yeah, he might have got the MVP and everything, but he's still not even that much successful than the other guys because he's missed more games than he's played. And then you also got to put this into his perspective. You had Tyrese Maxey, who's also gotten injured. He's doing good right now being an all-star, but he was also injured. Then you have to put Jared McCain as well because Jared McCain got injured and he was out for the rest of the season. So I hope Edgecombe, he can find a way not to fall into that category. I hope he finds a way not to fall into that category of young guys whose career at Philly has always been injured or his career dwindles down. I really hope not. I really hope he has a great future and a great career over there in Philly. The next guy who was picked up, and I think this was a good pick, was Con Knipple going to the Charlotte Hornets. I really think he's going to complement the game of LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller really, really well. And I mean, they do have Miles Bridges over there. They just traded Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns, so they don't have their big man anymore. But I do like Con Knipple being over there because he is one of the best catch and shoot guys in this draft. And he also is a great off-the-ball player. He can cut to the basket. He can also create his own shot off the dribble. And he's a really good slasher when he can't get his shot off. He can really cut to the basket. I really do like this pick for the Charlotte Hornets. Now, this pick number 5, Ace Bailey. Mr. I don't want to do any NBA workouts. He didn't want to go to the Jazz. He said he wanted to go to the Pelicans, the Nets, and the Wizards for Mr. Ace Bailey. You are going to the Utah Jazz, the team you said you didn't want to go to. Ain't karma, you know what they say, ain't karma about a what? You can finish that in the comments. Because, Mr. Ace Bailey, you got to think it's a business. Regardless, wherever you want to go, it don't matter where you want to go. Whatever team picks you, picks you. Now, you don't have to go to Utah. Guess what you can just do? Just say, I don't want to be here. And guess what? They can release you. They can waive you. They can just get rid of you. And guess what? You're no longer in the NBA. And guess what? You got to get a regular 9 to 5, just like everybody else. But guess what? Or you can go overseas. You can go overseas, or you can go to the G League. Could do that. But this pick for the Jazz, I like this pick because now he's going to be over there with Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton. He's going to be over there with Keontae George. He's going to be over there also with Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. And I think they still have John Collins. But that's going to be a good squad over there built up in Utah. Now, they're not a playoff team, but they are definitely a cool, calm, interesting team to watch, you know. And also with the pickup of Walter Clayton Jr., that's also going to be exciting to watch, seeing Ace Bailey and Walter Clayton Jr. playing together with those other veterans on that team. That's going to be nice to see. Now, the next pick, Trey Johnson to the Wizards. I mean, the Wizards ain't still not going to be a playoff team. They got C.J. McCollum. They still got Chris Middleton. They got Alex Sari. They still got Jonas Valanciunas. They traded away Jordan Poole to the Pelicans and everything like that. So that's in itself. Pelicans, you get Jeremiah Fierce. I mean, like I said, they're still not a playoff team. Yes, they got the addition of Jordan Poole, and they traded away C.J. McCollum and Kelly Olynyk. I mean, Zion, he's still not going to stay healthy. You got rid of Brandon Ingram to the Toronto Raptors. I mean, the Pelicans are still not making the playoffs. They're still going to be mid. Now, the 8th pick, Igor Demon from BYU going to the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of people didn't like this pick. I didn't understand it. I thought he was a pretty good player when he was at BYU, but I think he can fit well with the Knicks. Not the Knicks, the Nets. I think he can fit well with the Brooklyn Nets, you know, because he can. I think he can help out Cam Johnson over there, Cam Thomas. I think he can help out those guys, especially since they got D'Lo now. They still got Ben Simmons. They still have Nick Claxton. They have some guys over there in Brooklyn, and I think he can fit pretty well over there. I don't think he's going to be like a star off the rip, but you got to give him. He can be a decent, you know, player for him. Now, the 9th pick, which was the funny pick, was Colin Murray Boyles going to the Toronto Raptors from the University of my hometown, South Carolina. You did not represent South Carolina well, young man. And I'll play the clip. Son, you got drafted into the NBA, and the first thing you do is, and then you drop the F-bomb like we can't read lips. Now, credit, it was cool seeing your girlfriend, Chloe Kitts, out there. Shout out to Chloe Kitts. I hope she has a great season over there in South Carolina. Definitely going to the WNBA. But it was a funny pick when I see Colin Murray Boyles going up there because it looked like he did not want to be there. But honestly, when I look at the Toronto Raptors, they have a pretty nice squad. They could make the playoffs. They could. You have Emmanuel Quickly. You guys, they just acquired Brandon Ingram. They have Grady Dick over there. They got Scotty Barnes. I mean, now you have Colin Murray Boyles. You have that addition. They still have pretty much other guys over there on the team. Credit, they traded away Fred VanVleet. They don't have the Pascal Siakams, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozans. They don't have Jonas Valanciunas, the Serge Ibaka's, Marcus Gasol. They don't have those guys anymore, the Norman Powells. But guess what? The Raptors are still not a team to sleep on. They still have a pretty decent squad to possibly make the playoffs. And not even just make the playoffs, but make the play-in. They still have a team to do that. Now, the 10th pick, Kaman Malawach, was picked by the Houston Rockets, but that trade, he was in that trade package for Kevin Durant. So instead of going to the Houston Rockets, he is headed to the Phoenix Suns. So he's going to be over there with Devin Booker, and he's going to be over there with Jalen Green. I don't know how that's going to work over there, you know, because they don't really look. Phoenix is in a tough spot with Devin Booker, Jalen Green, and Bradley Beal. You have three shooting guards on one team. And mind you, they don't pass the ball that well. Well, Devin Booker can pass the ball. Don't get me wrong. But Devin Booker is not like a pass. You know what I mean? He's not like a pass first point guard. He's not a point guard. He's not like the CP3 that they had in Phoenix. He's not like the Ricky Rubio they had in Phoenix. He's not that type of guy. If you guys basically get what I'm trying to say. But like I said, there's still some noticeable names that have not got drafted, like Caleb Love from Arizona. You have what's that kid from Auburn, Janai Broom? He still didn't get drafted. The other kid, I don't know if he's going back into college basketball, and I haven't heard nothing from him, Todd Pettiford, but I still haven't heard nothing from what's the guy's name, Hunter Dickinson. I heard that Danny Wolf from Michigan, he got drafted, but Hunter Dickinson from Kansas, he didn't even get drafted. I don't even think he's going to get drafted at all. But a lot of these people need to understand. If the stars in college, you guys say, how are they getting drafted so low? How are they not getting drafted at all? You got to think of the stats that they put up and how long of the year and how long they put it up in. The stats that Janai Broom put up versus Cooper Flagg, Cooper Flagg's is more impressive because, like I said, Cooper Flagg's a freshman putting up those numbers. The reason why we look at Edgecombe from Baylor and we're saying, oh my gosh, this is so impressive, even from Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, the reason why we're fantasizing over that more over the guys like Hunter Dickinson and Janai Broom and Walter Clayton, all those guys, is because those guys who are top picks are freshmen in college sports doing those type of stats. The other guys, they're like 5-year, 4-year seniors. We ain't impressed with that. Like these kids are like 17, 18 years old putting up these type of numbers. So, but I think some of these picks in the NBA draft were definitely a W. Y'all let me know in the comments, what pick do y'all think was the best pick for what team? And y'all let me know in the comments, what team do you think was the biggest loser, the biggest winner? There's going to be round 2, I think, tonight. So y'all let me know in the comments, who do you want to see get drafted in round 2 that didn't get drafted in round 1? That's going to consist of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will definitely have more videos out there for you. Make sure you follow my TikTok as well, because I will be posting a lot more videos on my TikTok, and I will be going live more on my TikTok about sporting events.